What's up, everybody? It's Darren with B&H Railroads. Hope everybody's having a great day. Well, construction video time. So, catch everybody up to speed real quick. I'm redoing this entire section, which I will work on this today when we're doing the video. And I am also, over here, we've got the reversing section, and then we've got the main line. And as you can see, I added in a runaround track. That way I can have a continuous loop. That way Mason can watch the trains run full circle on the lower level. So that's a plus there. All right, so I'll catch you up on the other side real quick and then we'll get started. All right, so from this point here, all the way down and around, had to come back up. I was hoping I could just raise the risers up and do everything the way I needed to there, but didn't quite work out, and I wanted to make sure that everything was perfect when I was all said and done. So I ended up taking it all up and then adjusting each riser individually, and I just went down the line like that. So I've still got a little cleanup work to do. Come in here, as you can see, I had to remove some of the cork road bed. So I have some splinters and all I've got to redo, or not redo, but sand down, and then the cork road bed I have to do. But I've made sure I did my sections to where I can splice them in and won't have to worry about much movement. And I did that all the way through. Each one of my joints are staggered now, so which, I mean, they were to begin with, but I just wanted to make sure that going forward that each section was still staggered. And then as you can see, just little sections like that where I had the screws I had to get to. And then of course the curve here is completely redone. And then it's going to end up having two tracks there. And from what I showed you earlier, this is where that main line is going to run. It's going to kind of hug this outer edge, come through here, and then eventually tie up there. And then this is going to be the reversing section, is what we're calling the reversing section. And that'll kind of go like so, and then back down that way there. So that's pretty much it. That's what it looks like currently. Now, I have thought about maybe from this piece here, from this curved section there, over, making this all one sheet. I still may do that, but once I get this section of bench work over here raised up, then that will determine whether I'm going to do that or not. So let's get right to it. All right, so this is one of the sections here that we need to redo. And it wasn't that I really needed to redo it, but if I brought it up and I raised it and made it level from here to there, then I didn't have to worry about any individual risers. And I'm okay with that, you know, because the majority of the layout, except for the yard here, is all built on risers. So going back to the traditional way of doing it, just kind of plywood right on top. And this section won't have any foam, and neither will this section here or the yard section. Now, other areas may have foam. Don't know. I kind of wanted to get away from that this time, so that's why I'm not doing the foam in a lot of areas. But probably the second level, once I get into doing more switching operations up there, then that's where I'll do the foam, and we'll cover that in another video. But let's get to it. As I can see, I've already got one problem so far. So I've got to do some adjusting. I've got to cut this piece down here, which is not a big deal. So let's get to it. All right, and here we are just taking the bench work down, adjusting the ends. And of course you can see I'm taking one of the sides off. And I had to do that due to the fact that it was a little longer than I needed. That was the problem that I spoke of earlier in the video. Now here I'm just adjusting, and I've got it secured in place with one screw. Then I'll come back and I'll double check everything. I'll do my two sides first. I'll work my way through. And then I'll add my bracing. And there we have it. All said and done, that quick. All right, well, here you are. Went ahead and laid this sheet in. Now this isn't secured down, it's just laying there because I want to make sure everything is to my liking. Still working on this piece right here. All I got to do is cut it down widthwise, or lengthwise. Widthwise, it already fits. Now, this benchwork was built in mind for the way I was doing the reversing section and the mainline loop at the earlier stages. So, of course, I had a gap here. Well, that was easily taken care of. I just cut my piece that I needed, put it in there, so now I have something to secure the next piece that fills in there and don't have to worry about anything there. So this will all be one piece going all the way up. And of course, as many of you know, I've had previous sheets of plywood that I've had from other layouts, and so I've decided to go back into my stash and find what I need. So all I have to do is come back, sand this down, and then it'll be ready to go. Now, the next thing that's going to change a little bit is going to be this piece. This piece is going to come out completely. Now, I will kind of stay with this round edge here and the thickness there. But this piece here will kind of flare out a little bit more and then come in like this right in here. And of course, everything will be level when it fits in there. So this piece will come out, and that's pretty much it. So hopefully you guys and gals enjoyed this, and I'll have much more to come soon. Thanks for watching. Have a great night.